So, back to plan B for this bridge, which is stop on the towpath side and lead the boat across. But the wind's trying to take me away from the bank, so I'm pointing back into it, bring the boat round, there we go, and now just a burst of reverse and let me get forward along here. You know, I feel like I want to slow this boat down a little bit more. There we go. Now the wind's going to take the boat away from the bank, so I need to sort of be pretty nippy here. It's going to blow it away. I need to get hold of that bow rope before the boat comes away from me. There we go. There we go. That's got it. So, just going to slow the boat down a tad. Now, of all the lift bridges today, I feel like this one is the one that could have traffic. So, this is the one I don't want to hang about on. So let's get down here. Boat's still moving about. Oh, crap on my fingers. Boat's still moving, so I'm going to slow the boat down. There we go. A little bit of a nudge, but look, I've got mud, crappy mud. I don't know where that came from. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It is what it is, right? So, same routine. This uses the smaller. No, it uses the bigger one, obviously. Just a bit worn, right? So, is that? Yeah. Let's get this thing up. No traffic coming, so I'll try and be as quick as I can. There is traffic. I saw a van cross 2 minutes ago, so it warmed me up this because sun's gone in. It's supposed to be sunny all bloody day. Sun's gone in and straight away it went chilly. So this'll get me warmed up. I'm out to practice with these bloody things. Got 2 more up ahead. Yeah, I feel like my arm muscles are out of practice. That's pathetic. Right, get the boat through. So, bow rope back on. Bow rope back on. Right in the middle. And let's maybe push the boat a teeny bit off the bank. Don't want to go mad with it. And let's get back along here to get the boat through. Very careful doing this, like when it's raining, cold and icy and stuff, because it is surprisingly easy to end up in the water. And even though it's, you know, a balmy 5 degrees today or thereabouts, you don't want to be in that water. Normal canals are bad enough because they've got the added problem of being absolutely just filthy. Now I need to get myself into the bank, so grab the rope and I'm going to give it a quick burst to get me close enough to jump on. Now, this was that place I spoke about where there's a knot. I can't be bothered trying to learn the knot now. That rope, single loop around, will slow the boat down. There we go. You've got to be careful with this, not to leave the boat with any forward thrust. I'm going to drag the boat back here because I don't fancy climbing through all that foliage. So let me drag the boat back a bit before I close the gate. There's no traffic, so not holding anyone up. And let's just redo this. So stop the boat there. That's perfect. A few turns round. I'm not going to do the clever knot because it'll take me longer to remember how it's done than is worthwhile. That's up, isn't it? That's down. Yeah, I was feeling the effects on my arms there, which is a bit disappointing. I've just realised during the daytime, I was talking about having to clamber forwards along the side. The stern's right there. What am I even talking about? So, what I'm going to do, next lift bridge is about 2 miles away, so that can come off. Okay. Oh, nearly caught me foot on the bike. Okay. Bridge is down. Windlass in. Let's go. Chickens have come home to roost there. I think that's a fully working farmhouse. I don't really know what the score is with that. It doesn't happen in the winter, but in summer it seems like everybody goes fast on this canal. It just seems like everyone just motors on this canal. All the hire boats have set a schedule for themselves to reach Llangollen and back, and you know, so on. So they're pretty much flat out the whole time. No boats in this section. Well, again, unusual, you know. Well, it's not unusual, it's winter. I know I keep saying this, but it's something that keeps striking me, whether it's because I've got a memory like a goldfish or something, which probably I have, but it keeps striking me how quiet it is compared to the way it was in summer 21. Just the madness. But it was fun, you know. The thing is, it was fun because we were all in a good mood, and I've said that before as well, but I think it honestly is worth repeating. I wouldn't want people to be put off by the idea of it being very busy. You know, sort of embrace the chaos, you know, and just have a laugh with all the other boaters, all the other hire boaters, because they're all in a good mood, you know, they're all on holiday. The thing that's, in my mind, most worthy of note about this next stretch coming up is the number of horseflies. During the summer, it's very rural, and you know, the banks are quite wooded. I don't know the reason anyway, because a lot of the Llangollen is wooded. Whatever the reason, they do seem to be more common in the stretch that's we're entering now during the summer. For a coward like me, it made it fun and games, you know what I mean? Trying to dodge the horseflies. But this, you would see dozens of them in the air. It was genuinely terrifying for a wuss like me. So anyway, I've got. I don't think I'm going to be here in the summer. I think I'm going to move on. I'm not sure where yet, but I think I'll move on, and we'll see. You know, because part of the attraction is, you know, when you're cruising along the canal, you don't know what's around the next corner. Let's check the hair, because it looks very strange in this. Oh God, I don't know what. I can't do a thing with it, as the expression goes. And you know, it makes up for the fact that you're doing it second time by being such a lovely canal to travel on. It kind of spoils you for other canals. That, I feel like that's my problem with the Llangollen, is it's other canals just won't be as nice, you know. But anyway, so I may move south. We'll see. Some people, I don't know whether some people do higher revs, you know. This is just my personal thing. I like to cruise no higher than 1300, because the engine to me doesn't sound strained. It sounds like it could, you know, run all day. You know, touch wood on all this, but it sounds like it would be okay at those sorts of RPMs for longer periods. When it goes above 1300, it just sounds more. Listen. Now, I did that going the other way. That's only 1350, by the way. I did that going the other way to counter the current on the way to Llangollen. And you do feel a bit like, oh, I don't want to be doing this. I feel like I'm flogging the engine. And here's 1500. There's 1500. So it's louder. But the noticeable thing, I'm going to see what speed it gets up to. It won't get up to much. 3.7, 3.4. Yeah, the average speeds that it's showing have gone up a little bit. 3.6, 3.4. So maybe I'm doing 3.5. So for all that extra revving and noise, I've got maybe half a mile an hour. Feels like it might be a tad faster than that, but it's not going to be much. So why do all that when you can do 1200? If I can do 1200, which I think I can, I'll just do 1200 because it feels really under stressed, and I don't want to stress it. You know, you rely so much on these power plants, and they're so hugely expensive to replace. You know, a new engine could set you back, fitted, could set you back £8,000, and you know, and what's the rush? I'm going to get to Whitchurch. Whitchurch isn't moving. Speaking of which, what's my distance now? I must admit, right, the exception to all that let's take it easy, all that zen sort of thing, is in the summer coming through here. I would say between about June, July, August, I probably will be doing 1500 RPM. I'll be motoring because I present less of a target for the horseflies. So even though I put repellent on, even spray it around on the deck and the rails to discourage them from landing, you know, I'll do all sorts. I'll motor through this section to avoid, you know, any unfortunate encounters with them. Fleece off because the sun's back out, warmed up a tad, and also because 2 lift bridges up ahead. And it appears I'm still, 2 months later, still lousy at lift bridges. But it is what it is, and there are 2 of them before I reach Whitchurch. So they regularly pass the boat in the action cam on. Let's turn the boat sideways on. Let's check you're on. Okay, it seems to be on, I don't even know. Get myself into the bank. Nudge myself into the bank and get into reverse, take the speed off. Right, so pedestrian up ahead. Right, don't like jumping off the boat, but I could see it was always within reach. Grab the rope up. Morning. Yeah. I think we've had it for the next few though. It's back to cloud and, you know. Do you know what? No one knows the weather forecast like a boater. Have you finished now, madam? Yeah, you're... these, for some reason, are easy, or easier than the ones. The mechanism's very low though. I'm stooping to do it. Anyway, single-handed. Let's do that. It's a pedestrian, mainly pedestrians. There's very few vehicles. But, you know, it's also getting into a rhythm. What's interesting is there's a boat just behind the bushes up ahead. Obviously a permanent mooring, and a little bit of a challenge to get the boat through. Hook it up on the bollard there, not bump that guy. So let's see. Okay, so under the roof, unslacken, sorry, unfix, reslacken, rope on the roof. There we go. And making sure the rope actually needs to free that up. It's stuck in the fair lead. That's called a fair lead. Boat's moving away from me, so let's get on quick. I've just knocked my window cover loose. Get it back on. I'll do for now. Problem is, I already know, thinking ahead, I'm going to moor on the other side of the boat. So that window that I just knocked, the cover, that will be on the offside. So getting at it to fix it up properly, position it, will be slightly tricky. Which is why I made sure, well, it's kind of okay. It's not perfect. So now get through the bridge. Get through the hole. The bridge hole. God, what is it? It's not a bridge hole when it's a lift bridge, is it? But anyway, get through mild revs and then stop to let it drift. And keep the boat on this side, so it's easy to step off. Step off. Okay, don't let it interfere with the bike. We don't want that, which it seems to want to do at the moment. So, I'm going to start slowing the boat down. What I don't want to do is any violent motions. Anything too violent could swing the boat round and it'll bump this guy who's on the right, and I don't want that. So, just slow it down gently. There we go. And actually, I'm going to bring it back towards me. It's amazing how difficult it is, how much effort it takes to get that last bit of speed off of the boat. Like, you seem to see something, you can get them moving sort of fairly easily, but to bring the buggers to a stop is just seems much harder. Anyway, okay, that'll do. Let's get the bridge down. So, one more bridge after this, and then we've got the tricky question, the vexed question of where to moor. Significantly quicker and easier coming down than going up. So you can do it single-handed, really. There we go. There we go. Now, the boat's touching is, but actually windlass back in pocket, back in the belt. this over there is the campsite. Right. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this here. Just in time to let that car past. There we go. So, what I want to do is get my boat off of him. So let's give it a good shove as near to the middle as I can. And then jump on. Just a good old shove. And hopefully, I'll have enough. No. All I've done is I've pushed the back. Okay, well, not too bad. Do you know what I can do? To save any messing manoeuvres, just step off this side and pull the boat away from him. And then jump back on. Just use the centre line to pull the boat. Then there's no need to reverse, forward, dodgy nonsense. There we go. That's got it away. Right. Just coming through the bridge, the boat is within stepping distance of the bank, so no problem. I mean, it always is when you're coming through these things, you know. It's only when if you leave it a bit late to step off, you have a problem, but I'm too clever to do that. Obviously nobody believes that. Right, so I'm just going to pull the boat towards me. It's going with the current, it's drifting, and I need to just bring it in here. It's going to hit the bank a little bit, but you know, some of these nudges, what are you going to do? Oh God. I used to have a tyre on that rear corner that would have helped to soften that kind of impact, but it was drag. It caused loads of drag. It was a drag, man. So single-handed lowering because of my enormous masculine muscles. Actually, I've seen 12-year-old children doing these bridges, so, and so probably have you. So I'm not even going to try and make any great claims. So there we go. Bridge is down. Oops, that was a little bit quick of me there. I don't know my own strength. Right, let's get, first things first, let's get rid of, won't be needing that today. With a bit of luck, won't be needing that today. Now, there's about, I don't know, 400 or 500 yards before we reach the next lift bridge, which is at the Whitchurch arm. I don't want that lift bridge. But to be honest with you, I feel like here is a decent section to more this would work. In the summer I would be hesitant because there'd be so many boats whizzing through, and I don't like mooring on a bend anyway when there's high boat traffic. So my plan here, right, my cunning plan is possibly to moor here. I think this would be a good spot. It's got good visibility of the bend up ahead, so they can see me in time to react. Definitely they can see me back here. So this, I think, if I can't find somewhere up ahead that I like, I'm coming back here, because it's nice and wide here as well, so they can squeeze past. Okay, this is a great spec. The ideal spec for me would be the one that I was in when I left to come down to Whixall ages ago. But this here, you know something? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, what? This is a good spot. This might be the one. Yeah, do you know something? This is a good spec. Let's do it.